Hello everyone, this is Curtis D85, and I am just making a video response to Dark Scarab. I saw his video on the clouds tutorial and I thought it was really good. It really helped me out a lot. I've been hoping to learn how to make clouds, and I thought it turned out really well. It looked really good, and again I want to thank him for that. But when I rendered it, I noticed a lot of the particles kept a round shape, and I didn't really like how that looked too well. So what I did was I have it all set up how he finished. And what I did is I lift this up, come down here and go to first you want to go to the scenes, click do composite. What I'm going to do is add nodes, composite nodes, to make it look just a little more realistic. So go to composite nodes, use nodes. Now what we're going to do is pull this over here. And this one here is what we're going to, this is our composite node right here. Make this a little bit bigger. Now what we're going to want to do is right click, add node, and we're going to add an output viewer node. Make this a little bit bigger. Move this over. I connect this image to this image. Sorry about how slow it's running. I'm running Camtasia to record this and it's kind of killing me. Now we're going to come up to this. I've split these windows. We're going to come to this window. We're going to go to the UV image editor. And right here on these arrows, we're going to click viewer node. So now we see what I have rendered out. And it looks real nice. I really like how it looks. But I'm just going to add a few things to this. So the first thing we're going to add is we are going to add a filter node, blur. Just pull this down a little bit. Left click and drag to cut these. I'm going to attach this image to this image, and then this image to this image so we can see how it looks as we go. Now for that X and Y, I'm going to make that 10, and this one and the Y 10. Enter. I know that doesn't look too great right now. We're going to go to gauze filter, like right here where it says flat, you click next to that. We're going to pick gauze so that it doesn't filter it out too much. And now let's move these over again. You always want to make sure you have your composite node there. Now what we're going to add here, we're going to add color, first converter, and then color ramp. What that does is shows us our black and white values. So now we're going to put the image in here from our blur to our image. And now it just shows it in black and white. So right here we're going to take this down and we're going to lower our gray just so that we see our highlights. A little bit more, and that looks good right there. So now what we're going to want to do is right click, add a color node, and we're going to just add mix. Drag this over a little bit. Get rid of that. And then connect this one to our image. Whoop, didn't connect. Come on. These things are kind of touchy. There you go. Oh, sorry, I forgot to connect this image also to that image. There we go. Now you make your color ramp the second image. So now we still have our colors and it looks a little darker in the background. That's fine. We can fix that. So now what we're going to want to do is we're just going to move these over again. Now in here we're going to add input, or not input, sorry, color, and we're going to add a RGB curve. Now this curve, let's connect this first image. Oh, come on. For some reason these things are just really touchy. Then back out to our image. And now we're going to want to click on the blue. We're going to drag it down just a little bit. If we drag it too much, see, we drag it too much and made it green. Drag a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So you barely want to touch it too much, but we're going to take some of that blue out of there. Drag these over again. And now what we're going to want to add here is another, colors, RGB curve. Connect these. Wrong one. We want it connected to this one. Sorry, this Camtasia is killing my computer. Now this one we're going to leave it on overall, which is the C, which is defaulted to. We're going to lift this up just a little bit, kind of lighten it. Lighten it out, make the sky look a little lighter, make the clouds a little brighter. That looks pretty good right there. Move these over again. And now this is the biggest part. They already look much nicer already just because of the colors we added and our blur. But now I'm going to make them look just a little sharper, a little nicer. So I'm going to add a distort here. We're going to go to displace. Now for displace, first we need to add a vector because it always needs a vector. And we're going to click map values for the vector. So let's connect our image here, then our image to the vector. Whoops, wrong one. Vector, there we go. And we're going to get rid of that. Connect this image. Oh, sorry. Connect this image. And now for our X scale, we're going to put -25. And for our Y scale, we're going to also put -25. Oh, it didn't take. There we go. Dang it, come on. There we go. -25. Now that kind of smears it in both directions. Let's move this over again. Composite again. And now all we're going to do is click this one. Click this one. We're going to Shift D to duplicate them, drag them over. And now let's connect the image to this one and the image to this one. We can get rid of this one. Now we'll connect this image back in. And now for this one, we're still going to leave the Y scale -25, but for this one, we're actually going to make this one +25. And there we go. See, now they flow together a little more. They kind of look a little misty, more, smoky like clouds, a little softer. And then we connect this image down to the composite. You have to make sure to do that, or else when you render, it will not render any of these composite nodes. And that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot to it, but it really, really helps. And now when you render, you should see this, and it'll look a lot better as it flows. They'll flow in and out, and it'll look really, really nice. Thank you very much.